What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video, and today's a special day. We are close to the New Year's. You know what that means? It's time to plan for the next movies to watch either in movie theaters or in this or streaming that is coming in the home media. But with them in mind, I've been waiting to do this video since the first day of 2025, mainly because I am really looking forward to 2026 because this is going to be definitely the year for animated movies, most particularly original animated movies, because of after some few changes and some few delays, there will some few of the sequels will be coming out the year after 2026, but this would most likely give the chance for original films in the spotlight since there aren't a lot, but I'm very excited for it, and I have a lot of movies I'm planning on watching either in theaters or in streaming for next year, so I'm going to go on ahead and showing you the movies that I am planning on watching for next year. And for a little bonus, I will also show you my current list of the movies that I'm planning on watching in 2027. But without further ado, go ahead and relax and maybe take some few notes on some few ideas if you want to watch some of these movies I'm planning on watching later. But without further ado, let's get started. And here are the first 6 that I am planning on watching by excitement, which is Hoppers, Pixar's Hoppers, Disney's animated Hex, Toy Story 5, The Cat in the Hat, Avengers Doomsday, and The Legends of Aang, The Last Airbender. Okay, so yep, I'm very excited to watch these films, especially with Hopper, since it is the first and one of the first few Pixar original films that will be releasing, since Pixar is slowly going back into making sequels now after starting off with Inside Out 2. So I'm super excited for that, and I have high hopes that it does well in the box office. Same thing with Hex, since we haven't gotten a lot of Disney original animated movies since Wish, after it didn't do too well in the box office, but I'm really hoping that it does, and how it redeems for the Disney animation. And so I have high hopes for it, and if you see my live action Moana rant, you can see me recommending you guys watching this video, and I'm going to say this again. I highly recommend you guys watching Disney's Hex because this film definitely needs to be in the spotlight. Now, Toy Story 5, I'm a little skeptical, but I'll watch it to see how I feel about it. Plus, I like the idea of toys versus tech. For The Cat in the Hat, I think this adaptation for a Cat in the Hat film looks very interesting, and because of the last Cat in the Hat film adaptation, it didn't really look that appealing to me. So I think this film would be quite interesting. I do love the animation, and I do love the casting they show in it. And the one thing I also like about it is that it's a different studio rather than Illumination, because you know how I feel about Illumination. Ugh. So I'm excited for these ones. And the other 2 I'm very excited to watch is The Legends of Aang, The Last Airbender, and Avengers Doomsday. Now, this one I'm very excited for because of I really like the Avatar The Last Airbender series, and it has made a big comeback after COVID in 2020, when it's gotten very popular with TikTok and the YouTube Shorts thing. So yeah, it is great to see Avatar The Last Airbender back in the spotlight And I am very excited to watch the continuation of the animated series. However, I am a bit bummed out that the film is actually going to be released in streaming, which is kind of a bummer. But I'm still looking forward to watching it, and there is a current poll that they're trying to put the film back in theaters, so I got high hopes that the poll could win. So fingers crossed for it. And for Avengers Doomsday, this film looks very, very exciting because of it is going to be the second to the last film of the multiverse saga because of we are close to the end of the chapter of the MCU, and sooner or later we will get a brand new chapter for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But we gotta get through Avengers Doomsday first with so many actors from either from previous MCU films and some latest MCU films, not to mention veterans from the Fox X-Men films will be returning in this film, not to mention Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. as the Doctor Doom himself. Also, this is going to be the most super awesome chair-holding film that will be released. So I'm super excited to watch this real soon, especially with Doctor Doom, one of my favorite Marvel villains. So with that, I'm very excited for it. Now don't forget to also check my rumor on what Doomsday will be down below in the description, along with my rant on the live-action Moana film thoughts. But hold on, there's more that I'm planning on watching very soon, such as Descendants Wicked Wonderland, Shaun the Sheep, The Beast of Mossy Bottom, Goat, and the Super Mario Galaxy movie. So you guys know I like the Descendants series, and I'm very excited to watch Descendants, the Wicked Wonderland, which is the sequel to the Rise of Red film. For my hope for it is that it does slightly better than Descendants Rise of Red, because of I wasn't really much of the big fan of the Descendants Rise of Red film. It was like good, but there were some few mixed feelings I had with this film, so it was like off or on how I really felt about it. So yeah, plus it featured a cliffhanger, so it would make total sense to make a sequel to the Rise of Red series. So I'm very excited to watch that when it comes out on Disney Plus. For Shaun the Sheep, The Beast of Mossy Bottom, that was not expected to be announced, but I really like the Aardman Studios stop motion film, so I'm very excited to watch this one because of it features more of the Shaun the Sheep series. I believe this is the third one, where the first one came out in theaters 2015, and in 2019 that film came out on Netflix. Well, Farmageddon, where it features aliens. This one will be a Halloween themed, so I'm very curious for that. And the two down below are actually a maybe, or I'm considering watching because of it's either a yes or a no option. Starting off with Goat. Now, obviously this is a film about Goat, but we'll also give out the reason about the acronym Greatest of All Time, or GOAT for short, as that one has been used on a lot of sports or other types of genre, mainly basketball, of course. So obviously it's going to be about a GOAT playing basketball. So it does look interesting. I do like the animation and the story of how a small goat wants to prove that smalls can ball. So I'm very curious to watch that. So that one's a maybe. As for the Super Mario Galaxy movie, now I know don't really like Illumination, but just like with the Super Mario Brothers movie, I want to do a movie on a movie review in the future, and this film is most likely going to be the popular one. So that's why I decided to put this one in the maybe section again. Plus, it'll feature some brand new characters such as Rosalina, of course, who will be played by Captain Marvel herself, Brie Larson, and one of my old favorite Mario characters before I lost my interest in Mario, Bowser Jr. Maybe it'll reveal how Bowser Jr. was born. And these two are maybe. No, these two are a maybe, and these two are the ones that I might forget it, but we'll try to remember. So either way, super excited for these two, and maybe on these two. And the last two films of 2026 I'm planning on watching next for now is the the DreamWorks animated movie called Forgotten Island and the Netflix original movie Steps. Now this film is about the film featuring about the evil stepsister who isn't really evil, just misunderstood. And I'm very curious on watching that because of it got me some few vibes with the evil stepsister who joined the good side after the third Shrek film, but was introduced in Shrek 2. Please forgive me, I forgot her name because of it's been a while since I've seen the Shrek series. But luckily enough, I'm planning on watching a full-on marathon party to refresh my mind. But anyways, Steps looks like a very interesting Netflix. And for Forgotten Island, since this one's also a maybe because of it does sound like a pretty interesting animated film to watch. There's not a lot of details to discuss about it yet, but maybe I'll discuss it in a future video. But for now, these are the last of the 2026 films that I am planning on watching for now because of sometimes there are some few movies, both animated and live action, that will most likely be announced in early 2026 and then be released next in later or on that year or earlier. But anyways, I'm very excited to watch these films. And now for the films that I am planning on watching in 2027. And here's my current list of the movies that I'm planning on watching in 2027, which is Shrek 5, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Mutant Mayhem sequel, Ice Age Boiling Point, Frozen 3, along with Pixar's Gato, and Avengers Secret Wars. Okay, so I love the Shrek series, and I am so glad that the series will be continuing off with the fifth film. It's just that ever since Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, the Shrek series has made a big comeback to the face of Earth, and the main series, of course, will be coming back in with a fifth film. I'm still pretty bummed that it's going to be released in 2027, especially as a Shrek fan. And I'm like, I want to watch it now. Wait, I want to watch it now. It's my voice. But it does make sense. The film is still in production, and they would needed enough time to finish it off. Plus, the film was going to be released in December 2026, which is also the same month as Avengers Doomsday, so it would make sense to delay that to avoid the competition, but also to continue working on the production of Shrek 5, so it makes total sense. For this one, I really like the first film of TMNT Mutant Mayhem, and I am very excited to watch the sequel to continue it off because of I really like the concept of the turtles with a little addition of coming to age, while with the great animation they put in it, and with the sequel, they're finally going to produce the most iconic TMNT villain of the whole series, the Shredder. So I'm very excited to watch that one. Sadly, this will be released on September 2027. For Ice Age Boiling Point, I was not expecting to see a 6th Ice Age film because of I've always thought that the Ice Age series should have ended with the Dawn of the Dinosaur. Whereas Continental Drift was alright, but for Collision Course, nope. And I didn't even bother watching Buck Wild's Adventure. So when I saw that they announced that they're making an Ice Age 6, I was like, what? Because of it is pretty confusing, especially since the film was the film studio that made the Ice Age film. Well, the original was shut down back in 2021, but since Minions 3 took over the 2026 slot, I was like, I'd rather watch Ice Age 6 than Minions 3 because I hate the Minions. Ugh. So that's why I decided to pick that. But I had a feeling that it would get delayed to 2027 due to Doomsday being released on the same day that was originally going to be released. So I'm glad that's going to be in the 2027 film instead of 2026. Plus, I like the Ice Age series, so I'm very excited to watch that. And I think this film will be focused on the droughts because of scientifically, when you boil water enough, it'll turn into this steam thing, evaporating all of it. So I think Ice Age 6 will or Boiling Point will all be about the drought. So I'm very curious on watching that. As for Frozen 3, I have some few mixed feelings about it because of I felt like Frozen 2 was already a good ending for the Frozen series, and I didn't really feel like if they needed a third one, but it's Disney, and I always love Disney. Plus, it'll give out some few more unanswered questions by the fans, so I'll definitely check out Frozen 3 in a future video in the future of 2027, so I'm very curious on watching that one. And the last two films I'm planning on watching in 2027 for now is Gato and Avengers Doomsday. Gato, I'm very curious because of this is Pixar's first ever 2D animated film where it features a cat in Venice, which is quite very interesting. And so I'm very curious on watching that, and since it'll be released in March, it would give out a good time to check it out, especially since Beyond the Spider-Verse and Shrek 5 are being released on June. So yeah, I'm very curious on watching that, especially if how Pixar will work on their first ever 2D animated film. And for Avengers Secret Wars, I'm very excited for this one because this is the final film of Avengers Doomsday, and we'll finally get to see what happens next. Again, my theory on this film will be in the description down below. So without further ado, those are the films I'm planning on watching in 2027. And of course, there is Beyond the Spider-Verse, but that's a film I'm not really planning on watching. So yeah, don't expect me to talk about it a lot in a couple of videos I'm planning on watching, because of it's not really a film I'm planning on watching. And not to mention Kung Fu Panda 5, the 5th film that will be coming out after the 4th, and to explore Po's new journey as the spiritual leader. Of course, that has been rumored around in after the 4th film came out. So I'm hoping that there might be a 5th Kung Fu Panda film, because obviously Po is now the spiritual leader, and now he needs to go out on a journey to know what it means to be a spiritual leader. So, yep. However, there is still unconfirmed when will Kung Fu Panda 5 will come out very soon. And there is one film that I'm expecting to see coming out in 2028, and that's The Bad Guys 3, the 3rd film of The Bad Guys. Because of looking at this, I think that the film will be released in a 3-year gap. Like, the first Bad Guys came out in 2022, and the second film came out in this year or last year, depending on the video that you've been watching. So I have a huge feeling that The Bad Guys 3 will come out in 2028. And you might be wondering, what about the Wild Robot sequel? I know that I mentioned before that film might come out in 2028, but I'm starting to see that The Bad Guys 3 might come out in 2028. As for the Wild Robot, I have a feeling that it might come out in 2029, depending on the production. And so, yeah, that's my timeline for the next upcoming DreamWorks films. That is The Bad Guys, Kung Fu Panda 5, maybe around 2027, depending on when they will announce it. The Bad Guys 3 in 2028, and The Wild Robot in 2029. Also, of course, there are some other films I'm expecting to be coming out real soon. Like, for example, Incredibles 3. That film, I'm very excited to watch. That just like with Shrek 5, that is a film that I really want to watch now, because Incredibles is one of my favorite Pixar movies, so I'm super excited for that. It's still unconfirmed on when either it'll be released in 2028 or earlier, since Gato will be released in March, and Pixar's new strategy is to release an original film and a sequel, starting off with 2026 with Hoppers or Toy Story 5. All depends on how it will be released, but I'm definitely excited to watch Incredibles 3 when it either will come out in 2027 or 2028, so we'll have to wait and see. Also, of course, there is Coco 2, the one Pixar sequel I was not expecting for, because obviously Coco is an amazing film and everybody loves it. However, I wouldn't get my hopes on this film yet, because it is going to be released in 2029, and it is uncertain. But the thing is, it has an unspecific date on which day will be released. Because of for how I see it, I think Coco 2 might get delayed a year later for some more Pixar projects because of Frozen 3 was originally going to be released in 2026, but obviously Disney wanted to make more original projects before more sequels like Frozen 3, so they delayed it to 2027 to make way for Hext, of course. So I can definitely see Coco 2 getting delayed around in 2030 for Pixar to make some more projects, depending on what will happen next. Because of yeah, I don't have all my hopes yet for Coco 3, or I'm holding on to my excitement until what happens next after around the future for more Pixar, including Coco 2. And there are some other Disney sequels I'm hoping for, or of course, like a Big Hero 6 sequel and an Encanto 2, because of Big Hero 6 and Encanto are great Disney films, and I feel like there should be more of them, especially with Encanto, since the magic's been restored, and what's next for the Madrigal family. So I have some big hopes that either the Encanto 2 sequel will be announced later on in the future, and if the rumored Big Hero 6 sequel might come around soon. But either way, I got those in my anime wish list. I also have some more, but those are the ones that I'm holding on so dear that I don't want to tell you until later on in the future. So yep, those are the films I'm planning on watching in 2026 and 2027. Now, before I want to go off, here is a small announcement. Later on in this YouTube channel, I might slowly retire from movie reviews. The reason why is because of I want to try out some new things for the channel, such as continuing off with toy reviews along with top 10 countdowns and drawing videos, of course. So yeah, sooner or later I might step down from movie reviews. Don't worry, I'll still do it, but not the all the time, just for a special occasion. Like, for example, Shrek 5. That's a film that I would be most excited about reviewing. So that would be one film that I would want to do for a movie review. But later on, I might step down on movie reviews to focus on toy reviews along with top 10 countdowns and drawing videos. But I won't do it next year. I'm going to give 2026 another year of movie reviews, and after 2026 I'll go on and decide what will be next for my YouTube channel. But yep, just want to give you a little heads up on what's next for my YouTube channel, since it's growing and I'm most likely close to getting to my 1,000 subscribers, and want to make videos for you guys to enjoy, like the Dino Fury Zord review once. That one was a fun video to do. So yep, want to try out something new for my channel, well, especially since it's growing. So either way, thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure you stay tuned for some more awesome videos coming up real soon in 2026. That is including a couple of Pokemon videos for the 30th anniversary of Pokemon, and some more amazing stuff to come out real soon. So without further ado, I'll see you next time, everybody. Bye.
Hey, it's me, BDH, but I'm also known as the Brick Dragon Hero. That video was great, huh, Applex? You said it, BBJ. And if you want to see more of the Brick Dragon Hero videos, all you gotta do is subscribe. Follow Brick Dragon Hero on Instagram. Like for this video. Share this with your friends.
And comment down below what you think of that video.
And don't forget to check out the last video. So thanks for watching and have a brick day. Whoosh.